Good morning, my twinnies. Everything is wet and dripping and foggy. So guess what that means? It's a burn day. It's a perfect day to burn up all that manzanita that's at the top of the clearing that we did this past summer. I'm so excited. So once we burn all of that manzanita, then we can work on leveling out that area. And once that area is leveled out, guess what that means? That means we have a spot to install a bunkie, which would be the first out on the property build that we will accomplish. Can you imagine a little baby cabin, little one-room cabin, that's all it's gonna be, with a bed and a little kitchenette thing. It's gonna be, we're gonna have a composting toilet there, and we are going to have solar to it for power. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am so stinking excited. So, twins, let's get after it. Yeah! Okay, twins, we are down at the shop.
Yep.
Making our list of things we need. What do we need, Master Cram?
We need a torch. We need fuel, some cardboard. We need a shovel.
Why do we need
fire
cardboard?
extinguisher.
What do we need cardboard for?
It's tinder. It's wet. Everything's going to be wet up there.
Yeah, so that's what we learned last year. It is really hard to get a burn pile that's already been created started when it's been rained on. And so we take dry, I think you might remember the video I made last year. I called it our box bomb. We take dry cardboard and we stick it underneath the thing that we're trying to light. And that cardboard burns and gets the pile started.
We probably want the pitchfork so we can aerate the pile too.
We should get the pitchfork and a shovel, right? Did you say
Pitchfork
shovel
and a shovel.
already?
Yep, shovel.
Yeah. So we're down at the shop. We're gonna go get our tools. Yay!
Look at all the tools. We're ready. Let's go.
Okay, my twins, we are in decision-making mode. This is the primary pile, which is probably 12 feet wide. But we have a bunch of manzanita that has not been taken to the big pile because the big pile was getting too big when we were cutting all this down last year or in the spring, summer, whatever. You know, you've seen my videos. But look, we've got all this along this edge. And then there's a whole bunch of manzanita that is down as you go down the hill because we cleared the road up to this clearing so that we could get to this clearing that we created. So there's a whole bunch here that needs to burn. And so we're like, do we burn the huge pile? Like, do we just light the huge pile and then just add to it as it burns down? Or do we go ahead and just start a small pile and pull from the large pile and gradually feed it? So the decision has been made. We're going to make a small pile and just feed it from all the manzanita that's around. You know, there's a whole bunch around, and then we'll pull from that big pile and we'll just gradually get it all burned. It's exciting. Yay! Can you tell we're newbies? That didn't work.
It needs fuel.
We're gonna go to plan B. Okay, twins, so what's plan B? I didn't have the manzanita laying down on the cardboard, and Joe believes we didn't have enough fuel to get the pile lit. So he actually ran down to the shop. So if you just saw the mule come back around in the time lapse, it's because he had run down to the shop. So now he's pouring fuel. I ended up putting layered pieces of cardboard in between and then laying the manzanita down rather than standing it up in a teepee formation. I've realized, and my grandmother taught me that it needs oxygen to continue to burn. So whenever we would build campfires, we always put everything in a teepee. But what I've realized is that the way the manzanita is structured, there's plenty of air to get through the manzanita to keep it burning. So anywho, it's diesel. That's not gasoline. So it's diesel that we put on there. And so now Joe is going to light the torch and see if we can get this thing going. Crossing fingers. I really need this pile to burn. Be careful, Joe. Looks like it's gonna get started. Yay!
Ta-da! It's burning.
Pouring gas on the brick pile to try to get it to light. We are definitely going through a learning curve. Here's my itty bitty pile. There's the big pile. Itty bitty pile. Big pile. Definitely a learning curve. Those little baby ashes that fly, both Joe and I, they landed on our necks. Both of us got burned from it. So you definitely have to be super careful of how close you are to the fire and watching where the ash is falling. And now there's all these little birds in these trees. Gosh, there's probably 24 of them. They're super cute, hopping around, chirping. Danger because of the fire. But we're working through it. Slowly but surely. Getting it done. It's so peaceful up here. It's starting to rain. There's a mist. There's a mist. Oh gosh. But it's so peaceful. I love it. So all I did was pull from the outer ring of the pile one of the bushes that was laying on the outside and laid it on top of the center. Ooh, it got that thing going real good.
So I'm just pulling from the outer edge of the big pile, feeding the heart of it. You can see that part that's smoldering right there. That's the part that was burning before, and it's just working its way around. Super happy with it. Making some good progress. It's going nice and slow. You know, as soon as it dies down a little bit, I just grab another one from the outer edge. It's getting smaller, and just gradually feed it in.
I gotta tell you, twins, it is never a dull moment here at the Butterfly Ranch. So I was doing what I was telling you, which was I was grabbing from this outer edge of the pile and laying it in to where it's burning, so we, you know, kind of make the circumference smaller. And kapow! Fire! It blew something, and it hit me in the head. Like, it didn't hurt. It was just like pop, and it came after me, and I was like, wah! What are you doing? Oh my heavens, I am cracking myself up. I just wish you were here to witness it, because it was hilarious. Hilarious. It's totally making me laugh. But again, we're making awesome progress. I just keep feeding them. Just keep feeding them. We're gonna keep getting after it.
Status update. Wow, look at all that progress. That whole side is gone. Right? We're over halfway through the pile, twins. We're over halfway through. Looks so much better. Yeah. And then there's that pile that was over there of manzanita's almost gone as well. The little pile's still going. The wind's kicking up a little bit, as you can see, but as long as we keep them low, slow and steady. Slow and steady is gonna win this race, my friends. I'm super pleased with the progress. We're getting down to a place in the pile where the manzanita is still in the ground. It's just pushed over. So I grabbed the lobbers so that I can cut them and put them into the pile. So some of it, some of it is loose. But down at the base, it's the roots are still in the ground. So that's why I grabbed the lobbers. This is a lot of work. So fun, so worth it. But oh, Mama's getting tired. Mama's getting tired. But it's so worth it. It's going to be so nice to be able to come up here and have this pile gone. It's going to feel like such huge progress. I'm loving it. And it does look like there's a big pile of stones underneath. I don't know if somebody at some point worked on this before, and there's a bunch of rock which underneath part of the ash, big pile of rocks, which is awesome because we need rocks for the Hobbit Hill. So it's so fun to see it all coming together slowly but surely. Little baby steps, little baby steps. Well, my twins, I think this is where we're going to sign off. We are down to almost nothing. Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Ooh, look at it. It's just a smoldering pile. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. We're working on putting the little one out, and we are going to call it a day. Thank you so much for joining us on our first burn day of the season. I think we got a lot done, and we will look forward to catching up with you next time. Loving you always in always. Make it a great rest of your day. Bye.
If you liked this video, please like and subscribe.